I went to Dubai, Allah, when I was in the dunya, and I saw the sheikhs. Allah, can you give me a car like the sheikhs? Which sheikhs? Allah, you know, the Arab sheikhs, not the milk sheikhs. So the Arab sheikhs, what car did they drive then? Wallah, you know what? They used to drive these Bentleys and these, you know, Rolls Royces with the engines made from England. Is that what you want? Here you go. Right in front of him. And you know what you're thinking? This is my lucky day. Allah saying again, tamanna. Ask for whatever you like. You know, he's thinking, you know what? Let me move up a few gears here. And he's thinking, you know what? Nigel Mansell, a Ferrari, a Lamborghini, a Porsche. Is that all you want? Here it is. No three wishes. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will keep on saying tamanna. Ask for what you like. He will ask. Allah will say, here it is. Again, tamanna. Ask for whatever you like. He will ask. Allah will give. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will keep on saying tamanna, tamanna, tamanna. He will keep on asking. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will keep on giving. And when he's asked for whatever he can think of, you know what's going to happen after this? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is going to say, Sal kada wa kada. You didn't ask for this. You forgot to ask for this particular item. Ask for it, yeah? He'll ask. Allah will give. But you forgot to ask for this one. You'll ask one as well. He'll ask. Allah will give. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will keep on reminding him. He will keep on asking. Allah will keep on giving. فَإِذَا انْقَطَعَتْ بِهِ الْأَمَانِ. When he's asked for everything that he can think of and remembered, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will say, هُوَ لَكَ وَأَشَرَةُ أَمْثَالِهِ. All that and 10 times as much, it's all yours. This is the lowest of the Jannatis. Can't be bad. You know, for a day's work, my friend, this can't be bad. Now this guy's now looking pretty good. Why? He's got a place in paradise 10 times bigger than the dunya. You know, how big is this dunya? You know, there's already about how many billions have we got so far? 8? Allah knows best. And there's still, forget these, you know, was it 2.5 families? By the grace of Allah in this dunya, there's plenty of space for another 10 billion. Yeah? So don't go down that line. He's got a place in paradise 10 times bigger than the dunya. And he's got all the, you know, the Ferraris are there, the Lamborghinis are there, the Discoveries are there. And now, he's feeling good about himself, and you know what? He'll want to go and meet his friends. We like doing that, don't we? Once we're looking good, what do? Go show our friends. That's what people do. Young lads hire cars, good looking cars, and what do? Drive around the block. Again, yeah, just making sure that we have been seen. Yeah, and we take off the hood of the car, yeah, put on the music, and go round and round, and you come back in the evening and they're still going round. Everyone's asleep. 2 o'clock at night, and they're still going. They'll go where the restaurants are, thinking there's people still there, or either they're making the most out of the money that they paid on the car. So you know, we like the day we're looking good. It's no different for the women, especially when they're wearing nice dresses. They want to be appreciated. That's putting it in really nice words. So this guy, you know, the guys that he used to hang around with, because obviously he's thinking, Allah has never given anyone a blessing like this. Yeah? So he's thinking, you know, he's the guy. So he's like, Allah, you know what? I've got everything that I want. Al-hikni bin nas. Wallah, let me go meet the people. You know, let me go meet my boys. I said, you know what? Go on. Al-haq bin nas. Allah will make his day. So the guy now is walking like a king, you know, important. فَيَنْطَلِقُ يَرْمَلُ فِي الْجَنَّةِ. And he'll roam around in paradise, admiring the beauty of paradise. حَتَّى إِذَا دَنَا مِنَ النَّاسِ رُفِعَ لَهُ قَصْرٌ مِّن ذُرَّةٍ فَيَخِرُّ سَاجِدًا. He's walking around, roaming around in paradise, when all of a sudden, a palace made out of a diamond will be brought before him. Can you imagine, a palace out of a diamond? When he his eyes fall upon this palace. There will be so much nur and so much light and sparkle coming from this palace that you know what? He'll fall into prostration. فَيَخِرُّ سَاجِدًا. And it'll be said to him, "Oi, what are you doing? You know, in the dunya, you just didn't have time for it, did you? And here in paradise, all you're doing is prostrating. Get out of sajda." And you know, he'll offer an excuse of you. Now he's got caught out. He'll offer, you know what he'll say? He'll say, "Ra'aytu Rabbi. I saw Allah." You know, because there was so much nur on the palace, beautiful diamond, he'll say, "You know what? I just seen Allah and I want you to prostrate before my Lord." Get out of here. You've seen Allah. Have a good look. It's a palace. You can't blame the guy, huh? First day in paradise. And it'll be said to him, إِنَّمَا هُوَ مَنْزِلٌ مِّن مَنَازِلِكَ. This is just one out of the palaces that you've inherited and Allah has got for you. This is just one. There are so many others. He's walking along. ثُمَّ يَلْقَى رَجُلًا. He'll meet a guy. فَيَتَحَيَّأُ لِلسُّجُودِ لَهُ. And you know, when he sees this guy will be so handsome. So handsome. You know what? Men can be good looking. Yeah, men can be good looking. This guy is that good looking that you know what? He'll be on the verge of prostrating before him. Again, it was like, hold your horse. You know, before he gets down, he'll say, hold your horse, stop here. He'll offer the excuse again, you know what? رَأَيْتُ أَنَّكَ مَلَكٌ مِّنَ الْمَلَائِكَةِ. I thought you were one of the angels of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That is the only reason I was going to, you know, prostrate before you. He says, never mind angels. Me, أَنَا خَازِنٌ مِّن خُزَّانِكَ وَعَبْدٌ مِّنْ عَبِيدِكَ تَحْتَ يَدَيَّ أَلْفُ قَهْرَمَانَ عَلَى مَا أَنَا عَلَيْهِ. Me, I'm just one of your servants. I'm here to serve you. I'm in charge of your servants. I have 1,000 servants which work under me. They're just waiting to serve you. Now he'll walk in front of him and he will open the door to his palace. Believe me, you'll forget Buckingham Palace. I know you Londoners, you understand, you're very, mashallah, passionate about Buckingham Palace. Buckingham Palace, you know, I ain't got a problem with it, it's a good palace. But believe me, it's nothing in comparison to this guy's. So he's opened his palace, and you know what? Everything in this palace will be of diamond. You know, the biggest diamond that you and I forget in our lives, we won't even see a diamond. Yeah, but you know, those that are fortunate, how big of a diamond? About as big as this. You know, if you look it, yeah, if you look it, as big as this. And here, the roof is of diamond. All the doors are of diamond. The keys are of diamond. Everything is of the same diamond. تَسْتَقْبِلُهُ جَوْهَرَةٌ خَضْرَةٌ. In front of this, there will be a green jewel, and this green jewel will be concealed in a red one. And there will be 70 doors. And every door will lead to a separate room, a different room. You know, not, you know, these semi-detaches here where you've got two, you know, box rooms and that's about it. That's the reason why you can only have 2.5. Or else, you know, be living on the street the day after. 70 rooms, my friend. And every room will be made out of a gem. And the color of every gem will be different. And in every room you will find couches. You know, you're not just a king, you are really a king. Couches, carpets, huri'ins, so beautiful that the hadith states, adna hunna, the lowest of the huri'ins, the lowest. عليها 70 حلة يرى مخ ساقية من وراء حللها. She is so beautiful that she will have 70 pairs of dress. Hulla means a complete garment, top garment and bottom garment. She will have 70 of those. And still, in spite of all this, the beauty of her thigh will be visible through this. This is her initial beauty. You know, when he just turns his face away, the hadith states, إِذَا أَعْرَضَ عَنْهَا عِرَاضَةً ازْدَادَتْ فِي عَيْنِهِ 70 ضِعْفًا. When he just turns his face away, she will become more beautiful, 70 times more beautiful. 70 times more beautiful, my young friend. It will be said to him, you know what, look outside the window. So you look outside the window. It will be said to him, مُلْكُكَ مَسِيرَةُ مِئَةِ عَامٍ. You know, the distance that can be covered in 100 years, the distance that you can cover when you're on a journey in 100 years, that's where your kingdom comes to an end. Now Abdullah bin Mas'ud radiallahu ta'ala, who was relating this hadith, and I brought many different versions and narrations, Sayyidina Umar radiallahu ta'ala said to Sayyidina Ka'ab, Ya Ka'ab, have you not heard what Ibn Abd, yani Abdullah bin Mas'ud, has just related with regards to the lowest of the Jannatis? فَكَيْفَ بِأَعْلَاهُمْ. If this is the lowest that's receiving all this, then what about those greater in rank? In another narration, in the hadith of Ibn Umar, which Dari Qutni has narrated, with regards to the same individual, it is mentioned that when he reaches his throne in his kingdom, the guy's going to sit on his throne like a king. And then فَيَسْعَى إِلَيْهِ بِسَبْعِينَ صَحْفَةً لَيْسَ فِيهَا صَحْفَ مِنْ لَوْنِ أُخْتِهَا يَجِدُ لَذَّةَ آخِرِهَا كَمَا يَجِدُ لَذَّةَ أَوَّلِهَا. You know, this guy used to enjoy his food. He had a tough time in the dunya. He really did have a tough time in the dunya. He was married to a girl called Jamila. Not that if anyone called Jamila here, I haven't got anything against any Jamila, but Jamila was a tough cookie. And Bichara was cooking all the time. Do you understand? Hard day's work, nothing there. Get out the beans, open the can, put it in the microwave, and that's as far as it went. Now he's sitting there like a king, and you know what? 70 trays of gold. The trays will be of gold, 70 trays. And his khadims are bringing them. And every one will contain a dish which is not in the other one. What do you think? This guy's going to be out of it. You know, kebabs to kebadas. Yeah? Chicken tikka. Yeah? Biryanis. Prawn biryani. Fish biryani. Yeah, I'm only giving you these names because we just don't know what they're called in paradise. Do you understand? And you know what tends to happen in the dunya is you normally bring the best stuff at the beginning and you put that down, and afterwards it's just the average stuff. In paradise, no way. From the first dish to the last dish, everyone will be exceptional. And you know what? He will taste and he will enjoy the first just as he will taste and he will enjoy the last. Hell of a meal, yaar. You were thinking, you know what? How long I waited for this. How long I waited for this, and if only had I done more good. He's had a nice bite to eat. Now the servants will bring the drinks. The guava juices and the mango juices, not with 10% juice in it. No, this is 100% guaranteed. All the sheikhs, you know, and he'll choose from amongst them whatever he wants to drink. And once he's eaten, and once, mashallah, he's had a nice wash down of the food, his servants will say, you know what, utruku azwaja, let him be now with his wife, let him be at home. So now the hadith states, فَإِذَا حَوْرَى مِنَ الْحُورِ الْإِينَ جَالِسَةٌ عَلَى سَرِيرِ مُلْكِهَا. There will be a huri-een sitting on her throne. This is the queen. And when she will be wearing 70 dresses, again the same hadith states the same thing, and the beauty of her thigh will be visible. And you know what? When he looks at her, she is so beautiful that the hadith states, you know, you've heard love at first sight, haven't you? It doesn't really work in the dunya. In the akhirah, this is real. You know how long he'll look at her? He won't know what's hit him. You know, a woman so beautiful, can it be? He will look at her for 40 years. 40 years, you know, he won't know what's hit him. He will, you know, his eyes, you know, like as if he's in coma. He'll just look